Hi, in this video, let's see how to create public and private subnets in our custom VPC. So the instances in the public subnet can be accessed from the internet, but the instances in the private subnet cannot be accessed from the internet. So we'll see how it can be created, how to access an instance in a private subnet via an instance in a public subnet as well. So for that, first we need to have a custom VPC. I already have one. So this is my custom VPC and I already have one public subnet. So I'll be creating another public subnet and two private subnets and associated private route table as well. So for that, I click on create subnet. I choose my custom VPC. Creating another public subnet. What's the name? Custom public subnet 02. I'll give the availability zone as 1B since the first one was in 1A, and give the address as 92.1.64. Sorry, 6, which gives another set of 64 IPs. Now I can add a new subnet, which is a private subnet. So I'll give availability zone as 1A and the CID at block is 192.168.1. We have 64, so I want another 64 IPs, so I'll give 128. And the fourth subnet, I'll give the availability zone as 1B and CID at block of 192.168.1.192. So I got another 64 IPs, and finally I'll create all these subnets. So we have all 4 subnets, and we will enable the public IP in our custom public subnet 02. Edit subnet settings, enable auto assign of public IP for address. See, now we have to create a private route table for our private subnets. Go to route tables, create route table. Associated with this VPC, we created. I got to I have the custom private route table. Now I need to associate the subnets. So I click on edit subnet associations and then I associate these two, and for the main route I'll associate the public ones. So that's all, our setup is done. Now we can create one instance in a private subnet and one in a public subnet. So go to instance, launch instance. I'm creating two Windows instance. So this will be in the public subnet. Select the key pair. In the network settings, go for the custom VPC and I go for the public subnet. So the auto assigning of public IP is enabled. I'll select the existing security group. And then launch the instance. For this, in the security group, we have to add the inbound rule for RTP in order for us to access the machine. Just add anywhere and save the rule. So we have our first running instance in the public subnet. Now we can create another instance in the private one. We'll select the key pair, edit the network settings, choose the custom VPC, but we are choosing a private subnet in 1A availability zone. The public IP is disabled. We are selecting an existing security group. And we are launching the instance. We'll wait for both the instances to be up and running. Yeah, now both the instances are up and running. Now if you try to launch this instance by connecting via RDP, but if you try to connect the instance in the private subnet, the same way, you are not able to connect it. Now what we can do is, we can use the public instance and through the RDP of the public instance, we can try connecting to the private instance. Which is possible since it is in the same VPC, but connecting to the private instance from the internet is not possible. So now we are connected to the instance in the private subnet. So I hope you understood private and public subnet and how to create subnet in the both subnets in the custom VPC and how to access the instances which are in the private and public instances. So that's all for the video. Thank you.